Hello everyone, in this tutorial I will show you how to modify and set unlimited passcode attempts on an iPhone with iOS version 7 to 8. This tutorial is only for those who don't have a Mac. We will use Ra1nUSB from USB drive, along with other programs, including Sliver version 5.5, TransMac, a PLIST editor, and Cyberduck. And of course also localhost. I'll leave a link in the description from Telegram to download the files. Okay, let's get started. Okay, first download the zip file I've linked in the description, about 1.55 gigabytes. Extract it to the desktop. Run localhost. Now select your .dmg file. Then select your USB drive, at least 16 gigabytes, and click on Flash. I've already done this before, so I won't do it again for convenience. After that, install TransMac and open it as an administrator. Now find your USB drive and click on it. Then click on Applications. Here you will find all the programs you can run on Ra1nUSB. I've installed many other tools, but for this tutorial, we will only need Cyberduck. Drag the Cyberduck folder into the Applications folder and wait for it to copy all the files. Now open your USB drive and go to EFI. Create a folder called PLIST Original here. We'll need it later to copy some files from your iPhone, which we'll then modify later. Then go to the Clover folder, and here you will need to replace the file called config.plist. You will either need to create or modify this file yourself based on the specifications of your computer, such as motherboard model, CPU, graphics card, etc. If you're not sure how to do it, you can simply ask ChatGPT to create it for you. Just ask it to ask you questions based on your PC specifications and provide you with the upload of the file. Okay, now if you want, you can remove the USB drive and then reinsert it right after the restart. Next, access the BIOS and choose Partition 1 in the boot options. Now select the first option, Boot macOS install from Ra1nUSB. The boot will be very slow. Be patient. Okay, now choose your language and keyboard layout. Then click anywhere on the screen and a drop-down menu will appear at the top. Select the command prompt from the menu. Now type menu and select option 1, which is Sliver version 5.5, then type 1 and press enter. Great, now open a new terminal and type cd/applications/ to enter the folder. As you can see, here are all our additional programs, including Cyberduck. Now type ./Cyberduck.app/contents/macOS/Cyberduck and press enter. Okay, for now we don't need it, so let's put it aside and arrange the windows for better visibility. Select Sliver and choose Bypass 6 devices, then select iPhone 5C. Now connect your iPhone via USB cable to the PC and put it in DFU mode. Now that your iPhone is in DFU mode, click on Enter #DFU mode and wait for the Sliver message. Great, it was successful. Now we need to create the RAM disk and choose the standard option. Click Load. Wait for a moment and you will start seeing boot messages on your iPhone. There we go, standard RAM disk sent. Okay, now we just need to click on Relay Device Info to enable SSA bar access via terminal. Do not click on Delete Setup.app under any circumstances. For now, let's put Sliver aside and open another terminal to access the iPhone via SSH. Now type SSH root at localhost-p2222 and press enter. Then type yes and press enter. The password is alpine, all lowercase. Finally type mount.sh and press enter. Great, now we're finally able to view the files inside the root folder of your iPhone. Now Cyberduck comes into play. Create a new connection and choose the SFTP type. For the server, type localhost. Then add a 2222 username, root, and the password alpine. Finally click on connect. Okay, now we need to navigate through the root folders and find two specific files. For the first one, go to /mnt-2/mobile/library/preferences. Here we need to search for a file. To make it easier, type Springboard in the search bar. As you can see, there are various types of files. Any files with strange extensions, random letters, should be deleted. Right-click and remove them. Now we are interested in the file com.apple.springboard.plist. Right-click on the file and choose Download to. This will allow you to choose the destination folder for the download. Select the EFI folder and then place it inside the folder you created earlier on Windows. It will ask for a password. Once again, alpine. Perfect. The green check mark indicates that the download was successful. Now let's go back to navigating the root folders of the iPhone, but this time go to /mnt2/mobile/library/springboard. Do the same as before, but with the file called lockout-state-journal-plist. Download it to EFI and then into the folder we created earlier on Windows. It will ask for a password. Once again, alpine. Okay, for now we've extracted the two necessary files to modify in order to have infinite passcode attempts on the iPhone. Now let's go back to the terminal we used to access SSH on the iPhone. Type reboot and your iPhone will restart. Now close all the windows and restart your Windows PC. Now that we're back on Windows, we need to modify the two .plist files we copied from the iPhone. Go to the USB drive and navigate to the EFI folder to find them. Next, run the program xplist. Click on the File menu and choose the Open option. Now select one of the two .plist files to modify. Okay, now that we're inside the file, we need to modify some parameters. Be careful where you make changes. There are certain data points you should avoid modifying to prevent system errors. Look for the same entries I mentioned and make the same changes as I do. Okay, here you'll find the entry for the maximum number of incorrect passcode attempts. Set it to negative 9,999. By doing this, you'll enable infinite attempts only for the first unlock of the iPhone. Next, go to File and save the changes at least 2 times, just to be safe. Close the window, then reopen it empty and load the second PLIST file that we need to modify. Again, follow my steps and modify or remove the entries as needed. Once again, set the number of attempts to read negative 9,999. Save the changes twice again, then close the window. Now that we've modified the parameters, go back to the EFE folder and create a new folder. Copy the modified files into this new folder. Okay, now we can close the windows and restart the system again from the USB drive with Ra1nUSB. Now go back to the BIOS and select Ra1nUSB. Then restart the boot with the first option. Repeat the same operation we did earlier to enter the iPhone via SSH. Okay, now that we're back inside the iPhone, we just need to go back to the respective folders of the files we modified and replace the old ones with the new ones. Again, use the search bar to make the search easier. Now right-click and click on Upload. Then choose the folder you created earlier on Windows. Make sure to select the same file with the same name. It will ask for the password again. Type alpine. It will notice that you're about to insert a file with the same name as an existing one. Choose Overwrite. Perfect, it worked. Now let's do the same thing for the second file. Go back and navigate to the correct folder. Again, click on Upload and select the file with the correct name. Again, enter the password Alpine. Overwrite the file. Perfect, we're done. Now all that's left is to open the SSH connection terminal and give the command reboot. Perfect. Now all that's left is to try all the combinations. Good luck!